Have you ever looked at a news story about a scam victim and thought, how could anyone be so naive? That feeling of immunity is precisely what makes you the perfect target. A con does not begin with a lie. It begins with a story so perfectly tailored to your desires that you want it to be true. Maybe it is a story about effortless wealth that appeals to your ambition, or a romantic connection that fulfills your need for love. You are not being sold a product. You are being offered a narrative where you are the hero who finally gets what you deserve. This is why the smartest and most successful people are often the most vulnerable. They are not stupid, they are simply acting in a way that has brought them success before. The shocking truth is that scams have nothing to do with intelligence or greed, and everything to do with a hidden psychological playbook. This playbook is detailed in The Confidence Game by Konnikova, who reveals con artists are master storytellers exploiting human psychology. Today we will expose the 7-step script of every scam, so you can see the trap before it ever closes around you. The first step is the put up, where you are chosen not at random, but because you displayed a specific desire or vulnerability. The con artist identifies what you want most and begins to craft their approach around your unique psychology. Konnikova describes how psychic Sylvia Mitchell, for example, would carefully listen to new clients. She identified who was grieving, who felt guilty, and who was desperate for a sign from a lost loved one. That emotional need was the precise target for her put-up. Then comes the play, the initial engagement where they present themselves as the key to your story. They build immediate rapport and trust, making you feel understood and special from the very first conversation you have together. This is where the grifter establishes their credibility, often by using a technique known as the cold reading. They make broad, seemingly insightful statements that you then personally confirm and flesh out with your own details. They make you feel like they truly know you, when in reality you are the one providing all the information. The third step is the rope, where they draw you in with small and harmless commitments. This is based on the foot in the door technique, where agreeing to a small request makes you far more likely to agree to a much larger one later on. A romance scammer, for instance, does not ask for $10,000 on the first day. They ask for a small gift card to prove your love, or a minor loan to cover a sudden car repair. Each small yes you give makes the next, larger request feel like a natural progression of your relationship. Next is the tale, the elaborate and detailed story filled with just enough truth to feel believable. They create an entire universe where their narrative makes perfect sense, often using complex jargon and fake credentials to add convincing layers of authenticity. The book recounts the story of Ferdinand de Mera, the great impostor, who successfully posed as a surgeon, a monk, and a prison warden. His tales were so rich with plausible detail and confident authority that people suspended their disbelief. Instead, they want to believe in the brilliant doctor or the dedicated civil servant he pretended to be. The fifth step is the convincer, where they provide you with undeniable proof that the story is real. This is often a small win, like an initial investment return or a powerful moment of emotional connection, that makes you feel smart for believing and silences your remaining doubts. In a Ponzi scheme, this is the first dividend check that arrives right on time. In a psychic scam, this is the one incredibly specific and accurate piece of information they reveal, which was actually something you unknowingly revealed to them earlier. That small proof creates a powerful illusion of legitimacy. And just when your trust is absolute, when you are fully invested in the story, step 6 arrives, the breakdown. A sudden crisis appears that threatens the entire perfect story and demands immediate action and more money. This step weapons urgency and panic to shut down your logical mind and exploits the sunk cost fallacy, the feeling that you have invested too much to walk away now. The romance scammer suddenly has a medical emergency and needs surgery. The investment broker says a unique, time-sensitive opportunity requires one last large injection of capital to secure massive returns. The pressure is immense and designed to force you to act without thinking. The final step is the send, where the con artist takes everything and disappears. They vanish, leaving you with the crushing realization that the entire world they built was a complete fiction from the very beginning. The phone numbers are disconnected, the website vanishes, and the profile is deleted. What remains is the financial and emotional wreckage, and the profound shame that makes many victims reluctant to even report the crime to the authorities. If you are finding this breakdown of the psychology of scams valuable, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us grow and reach other people who need to hear this message to protect themselves and their families. Building immunity is not about becoming a cynical person who trusts no one. It is about becoming a self-aware person who understands how trust is built and manipulated. You must learn to separate the story from the facts, no matter how compelling that story may be. Your first and strongest line of defense is to know your own vulnerabilities. Ask yourself what stories you are most desperate to believe. Is it a story about financial freedom, romantic love, or your own intellectual significance? Awareness of your own deepest desires allows you to recognize when they are being used as bait against you. Konnikova emphasizes that con artists are experts at identifying these yearnings. By understanding your own, you can build a powerful early warning system for when a story is being tailored a little too perfectly for your ears alone. Your second rule is to always seek an outside opinion from someone you trust. Choose a person who is not inside the narrative bubble the con artist has created. An objective friend or family member has no emotional investment in the story, so they can often see the red flags that you have become blind to. The book highlights how effective this is because it breaks the spell of isolation that grifters work so hard to create. They might tell you that your family just does not understand your special connection, or that this investment opportunity is too exclusive for the general public. Going against that instruction and seeking a second opinion is one of the most effective ways to break the con artist's script. Your final habit is to consciously question anything that seems too perfect. If an opportunity aligns with your dreams a little too neatly, you should become extra vigilant. That feeling of a perfect fit is not the moment to let your guard down, it is actually the moment to slow down and start verifying everything. Konnikova points out that a true, trustworthy endeavor can withstand scrutiny and questions. A con, however, is a house of cards that collapses under the slightest pressure of verification. Introduce friction by demanding proof, checking credentials independently, and enforcing a mandatory waiting period for any decision. This simple pause introduces friction, and that is often all it takes to make their entire house of cards collapse. The goal of understanding this process is not to live in fear, but to move through the world with greater confidence. When you know how the trap is built, you will never again worry about falling into it. You can engage with genuine opportunities without the background noise of suspicion, because you will know the difference between a real offer and a crafted story. The shocking truth is that scams work because they appeal to the very best parts of us, our hope and our capacity for trust. Protect those beautiful qualities by arming them with knowledge. Share this video with someone you care about, because collective awareness is our strongest shield. Now you know the script, so go forth and rewrite the ending. Thank you for watching.